What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to The Wise Journey, a podcast that we recently started. We are actually on the Harley side of things, which I'm very excited about. We have a special guest here if you wanted to introduce yourself.
I'm Alie, and I do the marketing for all of the Harley-Davidson dealerships.
Okay. How many Harleys do we have? For those who don't know.
We have 7 Harley-Davidson dealerships and actually 1 BMW that is part of another dealership.
Nice. Well, I've known your path since I started because we used to work together.
Mm-hmm.
How was your transition because you weren't originally with Harley?
Right. It was interesting. It was a slow transition because when we had the first Harley dealership, we didn't really separate. So I was handling cars and Harley.
Okay.
But it is like a completely different mindset. With cars, it's more of a necessity, and a Harley's not a necessity, it's a passion.
That's very true.
Yeah.
I mean, even with buying my bike, feeling like, no, this is a necessity.
Mm-hmm.
It's a want and
Right.
not a need.
Yes, absolutely.
Even though I feel like I need a bike.
Yeah.
So coming from auto to Harley, how has your dynamic been as far as like what you implement as far as marketing? Like, what do you do on the Harley side for marketing?
I do a lot of the digital. That's very similar to the car aspect. With the big difference is the events that we have going on in Harley. And we've actually recently, because we've become so big, we've separated the events.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. So Makana actually is in charge of the events, and I'm in charge of the digital marketing and the website and all of that. But I do, oversee the events a little bit. Like, I haven't completely let go of it, but that, the events are a huge thing.
Yeah, no, there's the schedule that we see for Harleys across the board. There's so many.
Mm-hmm.
There's almost as many events in Harley as there are days in the month, which is unreal.
Right.
So you've been with the company for a while. Having that longevity of being on the auto, going into Harley, there's been growth.
Yes.
So what does growth mean for you in your experience and what you've done? I know it's a big question.
That is a big question.
Yeah.
It's just keep going and doing whatever you need to do. There's been so many changes throughout the years, that, we started so small. When I came on, we had just gotten our 3rd dealership. And so all 3 of them, were just on the same road, and it was so easy. And like, we needed people to double task and, do just whatever was needed to be done. And, that's constantly changing.
Right.
Because what 3 dealerships need is vastly different from what are we at, 21 now altogether? Yeah. So just growth is just keep going, Don't pigeonhole yourself.
Ooh, I never heard that.
Yeah.
Don't pigeonhole yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, being open to the adaptation of growth. It's like growing pains.
Yes,
kind of.
absolutely.
Especially on the Harley side, because they're so different.
Yes.
And that's kind of why I wanted to do this. Is I'm trying to connect the two. Not to say that they are the same, but as far as wise, we are the same.
Yes.
So before we close off, is there any closing statement or maybe a message to a new person coming on, maybe you in the future, maybe the past self you?
I think the best thing is just to, like I said before, don't get stuck in this is my role, because you can go as far as you are willing to go. You can grow so far with this company. Yeah.
And you've lived that.
Yes, I have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you so much, Alie, for
Yeah.
coming on, and it's been awesome to see the growth that you've taken, especially like when we worked. What was it, like 5 years ago?
6, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was 6 when I
Yeah.
started.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 6 years ago from when
Yeah.
we were both working together, and then
Mm-hmm.
you transitioned into the Harley world, which
Yeah.
I'm envious of a little bit, only because I love Harleys.
Right.
But yeah, it's been cool to see that, and can't wait to have you back.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much.